Solo Leveling Ragnarok. Chapter 47 begins with a peek inside the Shadow Dungeon, where Baru and Essel grow increasingly anxious about Suho's well-being. As 3 weeks have passed since Suho was trapped in the Advancement Quest dungeon, with Beru still crying his eyes out, he asks Ammit if the young monarch is okay. But Beru uses a different name to address Ammit. Beru call him Crocodile. With Gray in the background worried as Ammit start doubting himself to question whether if something has happened to Suho. Just as tensions rises, Gray notices something in the distance. It was Suho returning, asking his companions if all is well. Much to the excitement and relief of his allies, Ammit with a creepy smile, Gray, Ezel, and Baru crying with excitement. The scene then shifts to the real world, where Jinho and Jinchul discuss Suho's sudden disappearance and express their concerns for his safety. Jinchul reveals that many within the association suspect Suho of being responsible for Lee Min-sung's death. While Jinho adamantly denies that Suho would kill anyone, Jinchul agrees, but speculates that he may somehow be connected to the Itarim apostle. Determined to be of help, Jinho reflects on how he wasn't able to support Jinwoo in their previous world and vows to stand by Suho this time. At that moment, an alert on Jinchul's phone reports yet another dungeon break. The narrative hints at a growing crisis as Jinchul wonders why the association has been unable to keep these incidents under control. The focus shifts to the site of a dungeon break, where hunters struggle with green beast dinosaur monsters that was far stronger than them. The hunters question why dungeon breaks happen in the middle of the city, and which guild in charge of the area TL, disguised as S-rank Hunter Park Dojin, remains on the sidelines, intentionally avoiding involvement. He waits for the situation to worsen before stepping in as a savior, aiming to boost his reputation and secure a place within the Hunter Association's core for his own plans. Observing the unfolding chaos, he cynically remarks on the nature of human society. Just then, a B-rank hunter arrives, bringing hope to the struggling hunters. TL, annoyed that this interferes with his plans to take the spotlight, takes over a nearby monster and eliminates the B-rank hunter. As the remaining hunters despair, realizing the monster's magic power has suddenly increased, with the B-rank knockout, the monsters turn the hunter bodies in a pool of blood. With the remaining hunters nearby see the gruesome scene, it sends shivers down spine. With his D-rank status and wonder if he can save anyone, leave his body in a state of shock, unable to move. As the monsters spring forward to kill, Suho arrives wearing his black mask, rescuing them at the last moment. One of the hunters, familiar with the black-masked hunter, questions how a mere D-rank could accomplish such a feat. Seeing this as the perfect chance to test his newly acquired powers, Suho uses a rise on the monster he just took down. However, instead of transforming it into a shadow soldier, he turns it into black equipment, which he distributes to the nearby hunters, shrouding them. Beru is stunned by this ability and asks if Suho can now use shadow transformation on others. Suho clarifies that this isn't done with shadow transformation. Rather, these are simply items crafted from shadows, which he bestowed upon them. Amazed, Beru notes that even the Shadow Monarch never used such a skill. As Beru marvels at Suho's newfound abilities following his advancement, the narrative unveils his new class: Irregular White Shadow. At that moment, Suho decides there's no longer any reason to conceal his identity. He removes his mask, reveals his face, and calls upon the remaining hunters to fight alongside him if they still have the strength to continue. Tiela takes note of Suho's arrival and remarks on his new ability, observing that he has changed significantly. He ponders whether Suho is different from the darkness who fights alone, referencing Jinwoo. The system then reveals Suho's current status, confirming that he is now at level 42. The focus then shifts to India, where the Asura Guild is in turmoil. Ryo Singh, the hunter Suho, once saved during the raid in Egypt, and many others are seen injured as Ryo apologizes to Suho for something he has done. The cause of his distress soon becomes clear. Thomas Andre has attacked and injured the guild members in an attempt to extract information about the individual who had taken down his team during the Pyramid Arc. Upon learning that this person is in Korea, Thomas sets his sights on traveling there, seeking revenge. Meanwhile, in an undisclosed location, a black gate emerges. The narrative briefly glimpses a woman seen from behind resembling Hae-in. As she steps into the mist, she comes face to face with a shadowy dragon appearing to be one of Jinwoo's shadows. The chapter concludes on a suspenseful note, teasing major developments ahead. With this major cliffhanger, Solo Leveling Ragnarok Chapter 47 marks the end of the manhwa's first season. So guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.